Hey guys, Tyrup here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on highway to Baku. Painfully spawning on the right. We have Vavam playing as US Forces, straight away going for Mechanized. Teaming up with him is HS Romoth, playing as Soviets, who has NKVD, Combined Arms Army, and Mechanized support. On the left hand side we have Yanni as OKW, immediately going for Overwatch. And Meow Meow with Wind, also as OKW, going for Breakthrough. Allies are an arranged team, slightly outside the top 200, but both comfortably inside the top 200 with their random ranks. Haven't played too much beyond their placement matches. Axis are an arranged team. Yanni around rank 70. No, Yanni around rank 190. Meow Meow around rank 70. So Kuwagen double Sternpio action. A bit of body blocking here. This could actually be the wipe. Pretty well executed so far from Yanni. We have a WC-51 coming up for Vavam. Double Sternpio is continuing on their charge. Does mean that this fuel point not connected at the moment. Kind of in a bit of an awkward position right now. Yanni going to continue the charge with the double Sternpios. Oh boy, the Sternpio is getting a little bit low now. Got some heavy cover there on the retreats. Oh, Romoth not paying attention down here. Loses his conscript squad. Ouch. Capping unharassed up there currently. Yanni going for early trucks, so looks like he's gone for a no Volksgrenadier strat. And maybe just wants to stall for those Jaeger lights. I mean, he's very vulnerable to light vehicles, so gonna make that quite difficult. And WC-51 does take. It's very easy for the WC-51 to beat the Kuwagen. Trying to come in here, trying to kill it. The disrespect of this man. It's quite a lot of damage. But yeah, the WC-51 easy win against the Kubel. So it could be quite difficult for Yanni. So close though, and there we go. Jaegerlights calling one in immediately. And Axis here, at least able to secure this fuel, so even though they did lose the fuel, which typically the left-hand side of this map does control. Falling behind on fuel control. A bit of a cut-off play here by the rifleman, but doesn't cut off that right-hand side fuel that's currently connected. Flamethrower eventually forced away there, but Sternpios going to be able to win down there as well. Rifleman disengaging. Maybe they're going to try to pull back. But can't really cut this off that well. Have to cut off 2 points. It's just going to be some light disconnecting. Oh. Hoping for the chase down. Hoping for the kill. Not quite able to get it. But maybe on this Sternpio there's a little bit of the river here. Quite treacherous to cross. And there we go. Sternpio's down. The Fusiliers trying to get in range for the anti-tank grenades, but not quite able to do it even with their super long-range AT nade. So yeah, late retreat from Yanni, and he pays the price. He is going for a Raketin on the other side of the map at the moment, though. And these Fusiliers are struggling against this rifle squad. Before they get those G43s, they're just so weak in that matchup. Maybe they can get away with a little bit more against the conscripts, but against the riflemen, almost 2-on-1 of them there. Sternpio's in here ripping in. You can see that they didn't drop models until they were almost at half health there. So it was an easy win over the Cav rifles. Maybe Don't have the vehicle crew in the WC-51 anymore, so kind of need those re-echelon for the repairs, which is why it's dropped off so sharply in terms of popularity. We did see Twisted Tootsie still make pretty good use of it in previous tournaments. Definitely requires a specialist though, you know. Could be practice with it. You can't just pick it up first time and expect to have good results. WC-51 over here, getting to work. Faust is going to come through. That could be the end of it. A little bit slow activating the speed boost there. And the Faust able to do enough damage to finish the job. Oh, wow! Oh, don't see that every day. Merging in, and that somehow saves the combat engineers. The flamethrower only explodes when they are right on death's door. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Wow. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a lucky break for Romoth. There was a ultra last second merge. Nearly cost him that combat engineer. Oh boy, late retreat from Yanni again. Oh. What a half track. I was like, what was that? What a half track getting in close. And yeah, the light's not up to much in the close range. Guards out now for Romoth. Doesn't have any tech up at all, so you know, investing it all into infantry at the moment. Same story for Vavam, you know, not really exploiting the fact that Yanni didn't have any snaring squads too hard by going for extra light vehicles. This into double mortar half tracks now. Oh boy, there go the stern pies for Meow Meow. So a lot of losses early on here. Kugelwagen somehow squeezing down this little channel. But with the rear armor exposed, he ends up going down to the rifleman. So many losses here early on for both sides. Seems like the Allies coming out better off at the moment though. Got some forward reinforcement shenanigans here for Meow Meow, but looks like he wants to put down his tech truck. Could be a little bit risky with the double mortar half tracks right there. Go for forward's position, might be better off to try and just set it up to cover this cutoff. Smoke out first. Put a phosphorus out as well. Do remember that the phosphorus on the mortar half track did get nerfed a while back. Much lower DPS on it nowadays, so that's why you don't see the mortar half track nearly as often anymore. Phosphorus is maybe a touch on the weak side. Comes phosphorus in. The forward reinforce point like this, I think it does have its merits. Going to limit the healing. Cause some issues for Meow Meow. Nothing to really follow this up though. No anti-tank gun to blast away at the truck. Well, everything's been forced to pull back. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, you don't see that too often. Sticky satchel on the tech truck and it goes down. Probably a worthy exchange. Well, the double mortar half track's getting to work over here, blasting through that machine gun. He's recrewing it. Got a Fusiliers now with the G43s though, striking back. Missing a bunch of retreats. Tavraf is going to come into their retreat path a touch here. Do not have the forward retreat point unlocked yet. Can't get that until your Schwerpanzer headquarters is down, so be very careful about soft retreating versus hard retreating if he wants to hold on to this position. Looks Looks like Fusiliers performing quite well at the moment. And suppression kicking in just as they're rounding the corner. So Vavam losing all of his momentum there. 2 kills and 1 kill. Not the best. Axis slow to reconnect their fuel point. Yanni just camped up there at the moment. A lot of smoke out. Now the phosphorus is coming in on both angles. Does cost munitions, I think it was 15. Relatively cheap, but something. Does limit the ability to equip weapon upgrades. Doesn't even have the captain upgrade yet with the bar. Doing a pretty good job of dodging a lot of the phosphorus damage, repairing up the truck as well. Got the fresh truck. Determined to put it on the front lines as well. Once these guys get access to the time fuse, maybe you could see like a double time fuse attack on these forward positions. Might be quite effective. Okay. Cav rifles coming in on the flank. Major goes down the center for Vavam. Might be able to get the wipe here. Doesn't look like he's going to chase after it though. Focusing on the Obers next. Obers pretty bad control there from Yanni and running around in front of them. Ooh, but they're dropping fast. The Jaeger Lights has to give up the chase. Got really unlucky. The Cav rifles could go down on retreat here as well. Okay, and Shredpan's headquarters coming up in this corner. Killing off these sandbags with the Raketin. Looks like he's cleared off 3 or 4 of them now. Quite a big backward step for Romoth in the meantime. He ticked up. Got the T-34 rolling through now. Do have a Raketin out for Meow Meow. He's still about 100 fuel away from a medium tank, so it does show that the cutoff play of the allies quite effective against the Axis. They're hitting the tanks, you know, every 3 or so minutes earlier. Ooh. Good damage in there from the T-34. He hasn't backed all the way out, but it looks like the Raketin's going to pull back for reinforcements. Not going to do any further damage. Let's call on those stern pyres as well. Phosphorus is raining down on both angles. T-34 continuing on the offensive. He didn't pull all the way back to reinforce with the Raketin. Now could even get decrewed. And does. T-34 trying to get the kill on it now. MG having to retreat. Fusiliers jumping on the gun, but the T-34 getting in there for some big damage. Taking some big damage. Oh boy, looks like it's going to go down. Huge penetrating hits there in the Schwerpanzer headquarters. As the smoke wore off. Maybe have taken down that rifle squad there as well. Big lights now coming in through the center to assist his teammate. Doesn't look like they're going to last too much longer with the conscripts there. Did do a lot of damage to the guards though. Reckless stuff there with the T-34 from Romoth, and I didn't even notice, but one of the mortar half-tracks died as well. Nearly took down the Raketin, but yeah, that Schwerpanzer headquarters had a good run on penetration. I think it's maybe in the range of 30 penetration on that. Looks like it connected with about 4 shots in a row. So definitely a bad streak there for Romoth. Better on the bounces, survived that anti-tank grenade. Rebuild on the Major from Vavam as well. It's kind of interesting. Oh boy, and a captain goes down in the north. Looks like to a bundle grenade. A 76mm Sherman rolling out now for Vavam. Rebuild on the T-34 already for Romoth. Does mean that's going to delay his ISU-152 if that's what he's planning to get. Double Raketans now for Yanni. Pretty good job of hiding behind all these shot blockers, avoiding the anti-tank guns at the moment. Both of the Axis though getting close to their medium tank timing now. And the Allies, you know, they've maintained a strong position but haven't really got themselves into a GG position with these 3 minutes or so. Oof. Explosions aplenty. Major's not going to last long against Jaeger Lights there. Nice early retreat. Ooh, and a mine on the cutoff. Early retreat there just so he doesn't risk going down. Could be like a grenade into the retreat path kind of situation, but only not opting for it there. Probably would be flinging them out if I was Yanni. 280 munis, might as well. Lining up on the T-34, big damage. It's very low indeed. I'll try and knock out the sandbags and success. They didn't last long. So these conscripts are still in posture where they were after the sandbag got destroyed. They're rebuilding it now though. Rebuild on the mortar half track from Vavam as well. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, the good thing about 76mm Sherman is it does fight back very well against Axis vehicles, even up to like the Panther level. So even though he doesn't have an anti-tank gun, no bazookas, he's a lot more prepared for the big boys than if he had a regular Sherman. T-34 rolling through here. Dodging damage from the second Raketan. We've got the mortars blasting down as well. T-34 trying to circle around. Cav rifles ripping in. Late retreat from Yanni. Loses a Jaeger Light. And the double mortars hammering down. The planes called in by Yanni. Trying to save the day here, but he is just losing everything. All of his support weapons and a Jaeger Light down. So the conscripts are maybe going to try to steal away 1 or 2 of these. Empires have other ideas. T-34 trying to get away around to the north. Do you have sight for one more anti-tank pass to come through? Doesn't look like it. Oh, no. Spoke too soon. And the T-34 ends up going down. Able to recrew the machine gun. Going to be able to get back on the Raketan as well. So it could have been worse for Yanni. At least he managed to hold on to his support weapons. Or maybe I spoke too soon actually. Here comes the Cav Rifle Squad. Captain, or Conscript went down rather. A Panzer IV out now. Romoth not very well prepared to defend against this. Here come his anti-tank guns now though. There's this rolling in. Brings in the strafe there. Forcing a bunch of retreats, doing quite a lot of damage as well. Sweeping up this mine, a little bit risky when you're under mortar fire like that. Easily could have exploded. There we go. Good start for the 76mm against the Panzer IV. Hoffman coming in from the side, threatening the anti-tank grenade. On doing that. Panther charging in from the side here. 76 mil, I think, still on its regular rounds. Oh, but there we go. Sticky satchel from the side. Now the Panther's in some trouble. I think, yeah, 76 mil. It's maybe like 120-ish penetration, 130-ish at max range. So solid, but yes.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Uh-oh. Fusiliers striking hard. Is this decrewed? Their sights set. No. Recover the anti-tank gun? No. We'll destroy the anti-tank gun. Okay. That's what I was least expecting there. I thought for sure one of these Axis players would want the second AT gun. There it goes. Axis have been fighting back though. At one stage they were down by about 150 VPs. Now it's only about 30. Katyusha from Romoth going for a quad next. This means he's very low on anti-tank. One Raketin. It's going to be tough against the Panzer IV. Try and get some sandbags down over here. Panzer IV going to roll through. Raketin coming in. Long line of sight thanks to these Fusiliers. See what's out the back. 76 mil coming around the corner though. Oh, now he's on the armor piercing rounds.
We're losing a capture point.
We'll crunch the numbers on the head-to-head against the Panzer IV with the AP rounds equipped. Do remember that the they do slow down your rate of fire. Each shot is about a second slower. Oh. Ooh, close call for those Sternpires. Over's coming around the corner here though. Clumped up on light cover, good merging into the guards, keeping them healthy, and this could be a nasty shot from the Sherman. Big damage onto the Obers, the guards trying to focus them down. Sherman's backing off. Oh, big PTRS shot, finishing off those Obers. Yeah, when you're clumped up on light cover like that, even something with not... Oh! Panther making a bit of a dive, maybe hoping to catch the Katyusha, but runs into the double 76mm Shermans. Raketin has retreated as well. He took an anti-tank grenade. Oh, this is bad news for Yanni. Oh, but it looks like the Mortar half-track, meanwhile, going down on the other side of the map. Meow Meow keeps something going, nearly taking down the Katyusha, but only getting AoE damage in there. And this is what you had to fear. Allies so light on anti-tank. Guards there. Doesn't have the munitions for a button though. Conscript's just going to be able to get the anti-tank grenade off now, but Katyusha goes down. Mortar half-track goes down. The quad I think should be alright. Overall, a very good attack from Meow Meow. Rebuild on the Katyusha for Romoth. Take a look at army sizes. Pretty even. You know, Yanni really down in the dumps. Kind of made up for Meow Meow being quite high in army size and pretty close to being able to field his Yak Tiger, I'm guessing, or maybe he's going to go for the King Tiger. Doesn't have the mechanized truck down though. Rifles from the side. Jaegerlights hold on for long enough so the suppression can kick in. Quad being brought into service here. Oh, but it doesn't last long. He's going to be regretting that decision. The double Rakiten's taking him down before he can get out of there. It means that the plane's going to be uncontested. I suppose the Shermans do have some pintles. Something, but generally not enough for the planes from Sector Assault. It's just too many of them. Oh, good close range caddy barrage. Down goes the MG-34. Pretty close to the Rakiten. Could even potentially have gotten sniped off there with that close range caddy. He was that far forwards. Rakiten over here destroyed. Yanni just having a nightmare. I don't know what he's up to. He has all 3 tech trucks down. Machine gun gets completely destroyed there. So many losses on both sides this game. It's crazy. Starting up a Jagdpanzer Yanni. Not a bad idea. Still have to worry about getting flanked by these Sherman tanks. There's some artillery from the Major. No, that was a fake smoke. Cheeky from Vayvam. Oh wow, he's built a third mortar half-track. Rebuilt them. How many mortar half-tracks has he made? This is pretty, he's made 6 of them so far. Okay. There's a new record for my shoutcast. I don't think I've ever seen a player make 6 mortar half-tracks in one game. See how they get on. Going for a pretty good start there.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Quick look at the KD while it's not too much action. Yeah, I mean, pretty even trades. Maybe not the best for Meow Meow. Maybe on the good side for Romoth as well. Rebuild on the Obers for Yanni. Interesting. I think he kind of needs a Raketen again. He needs to keep it alive. That way he should be able to bully double Sherman tanks. Doesn't look like that Katyusha hit too much there. Good dodge by the Sternpyros. Wow, he only just dodged out of range of that concussive grenade. Give him a charge waiting around the corner there. Double Sherman heading up the north. Here comes the Jagdpanzer now. Machine gun just getting torched. Obers, double high vet Jaegers. Fusiliers rather. Decent damage from the demo. Took down about 3 or 4 models. No wipes though. Cav rifles are really showing their strength. Often feels to me like they are a little bit squishy in the early stages, but if you can get them to vet 3, they seem to have pretty good durability. Oh wow, big Shrek damage in there and a bit of a pathing hiccup. This could be the end of the Sherman. Oh boy, you need to run a little bit further forwards, mistiming the reload. Settles for some extra damage on a different tank. It's like another sticky satchel going off on the Jagdpanzer this time. Just going to back off and repair up, understandable. Still very, very close. You know, we're half an hour in and pretty much halfway through the VPs of both teams. Oh, what's he doing? That's a late retreat. Sight getting blocked by this building though. Looks like the Sternpyros are going to get out of there safely. They really need to repair up this Jagdpanzer. Usually flare up. Oh, I hear King Tiger rolling on to the field. So it is indeed the KT for Meow Meow. It's understandable. I don't think he needs the Egg Tiger. It's not up against a ISU 152, so this is a pretty good idea overall. The Allies are still, lacking a bit of anti-tank. Romoth, with no anti-tank gun, has got a fresh SU-85 out, but could struggle if the Raketen positioning is strong for Meow Meow. Getting over here gets decrewed. Nearly destroyed there as well. KT's armor holding strong. Oh, clumped up on the wrong side of the sandbags. Big hit from the King Tiger. Double mortar half tracks again to work on the Raketen. And the retreat. Ooh, oh boy. Clumped up on retreat right as the mortar shells were landing. Yanni losing his Raketen there. Double anti-tank grenades, that's going to slow down the S-35 by a lot. Mass retreat there though. Must have been a misclick, didn't really make any sense. And the drain is on the Allies at the moment. She's about ready to fire again. Plane's not doing a lot of damage. Pretty good dodge by that squad of Fusiliers. Quite deep here. Triple Sherman tanks now for VAVAMP. All 76 mils as well, it looks like. To the base area here. He had 5 kills before, now up to 9, so did hit something. Sherman are on high velocity armor piercing, it looks like. So the AoE damage quite poor. Ooh! King Tiger starting to stack up, like, it's got 5 kills! And that resulted in 2 wipes. S-35 engine damage removed. Getting a couple hits in there. Some suppression, trying to get to work here, but there's some light cover that's delaying these squads getting suppressed. Can't pass through from VAVAMP. They're going to gear up for a mass Sherman assault. It could completely overwhelm the Jagdpanzer up there in the north at the moment. Doesn't have any Raketen support. S-35 doing a good job in the center. Jagdpanzer coming down, could expose its rear to a Sherman flank, but looks like the triple Sherman's going to come in on a completely different angle. No sweepers here. There's a mine. Looks like the guards are going to hit it though. Bit of artillery coming in from the major out the back. S-35 getting forced away by the Raketen. Nice flare up by Meow Meow. Chusha targeting over here. Trick squad on the run. So is the Raketen of Romoth though. Quite a few good hits there on the KT, and the Raketen ends up going down on retreat. Maybe the mortar half tracks doing the lion's share of damage. Sherman down here. A lot of fireworks, but not a lot of damage. Oh, here comes the Jagdpanzer. Pushes away the Raketen with the planes again. Might be able to recover that one. No smoke yet from Vavam. Ooh, big bundle grenade. And the riflemen go down as well. Oh boy.
Lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out. What the hell am I meant to do? Green as green can be.
But yeah, no smoke. I feel like that's one of the real assets of these cav rifles. The smoke on them.
All sectors.
So maybe you can
Ability now ready.
allocate some resources to upgrading the grenade tech. Nope, it's going to be another Sherman. Okay, 4 Sherman tanks.
A capture
That's
point
going to be
is under
tough
attack.
even for the King Tiger to stop. And the Axis are still, you know, maybe lacking a little bit in the anti-tank department. Each of them only with 1 Raketin. Still don't have a quad though for Romoth. Never rebuilt it, so they will be vulnerable to the planes. Only quite far away from that, but allies might not be aware of that. So it would be a lot safer if you're making like a quad Sherman assault. If you had some anti-air to take care of those planes just in case during the attack.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This could be the end of the SU-85 trying to back away from the King Tiger, and he loses sight with the KT. Wow. Close call there for Romoth. If he had the spearhead mode active, I think he would have got the kill there. It's right on the brink. Allies though, it seems like they're doing pretty well. They've got large army sizes, really struggling to hold on to the VPs. Triple Sherman up in the north getting a roll on. Jagdpanzer and Raketin in a pretty good position to defend against this though. And he's going to disengage. Did open up the capture at least, and actually got the deker on the machine gun.
Enemy down to 100 points.
Now Yanni also getting a King Tiger out, so they maybe had an opportunity to just go for the mass overwhelm on the Jagdpanzer, but that window's kind of closed now with the King Tiger arriving. Maybe he has been a little bit too cautious with the mass Sherman attacks. And now we've actually got a second Fusilier with the Shreks for Meow Meow, so his King Tiger is going to be pretty well defended. It'll make it very hard for these quad Shermans to get anything done there. Tried to go for the steal on the machine gun, but the King Tiger shutting that down. 80 points left for the Allies. Going to be feeling the heat now. Romoth is trying to save for that ISU, but still 40 fuel away from it. Be tough to stall for that long. Okay, well here come the Shreks. They find a path around the corner. Take down one of the mortar half-tracks. King Tiger meanwhile in the center doing a good job hiding behind this train car.
We are losing territory.
Oh, here we go. The quad Sherman's making their move. Focusing on the King Tiger first, largely. Down it goes. Now rolling through. But the Jagdpanzer back there did hit Vet 2, so it's got the extra health now. But the Raketin coming around the corner. Still got 3 Shermans alive, but they're bouncing like crazy. Not all of them have the AP rounds running at the moment. Maybe only 2 of them, 1 or 2. But there we go. Jagdpanzer down, but now all the Shermans actually quite low in health. Faust has already been used, waiting for the cooldown. Another Sherman goes down. Oh, triggers a mine, another Sherman goes down. So it ends up being a pretty even trade after all of that. Just Sternpire, no. Oh yeah, Fusilier squad went down. Somewhere. At the base, okay, they dropped their Shrek maybe over here and then died to Katyusha on the base. Oh, Katyusha going very fast into the Sternpires.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Yeah, 3 Shermans for a King Tiger and a Jagdpanzer. Roughly even. And yeah, Veyvan really needs to smoke if he wants to contend with all of these long-range units. Without it, he's just going to be bleeding so much manpower every time he wants to fight. Tiger for Spearhead now for Meow Meow. He's ready 5, not repaired up yet, but return to duty. Do its best. Hanging on desperately. 63 points left for the Allies. He's ready 5. Double machine guns here now. Katyusha coming in real close. Ooh, that was a nasty one. Nearly took down 2 squads. Got the ISU out now on armor piercing, but bouncing its first shot. It's ready 5 in a bit of a traffic jam with the Katyusha there, finally clearing it. The marked vehicle active now. King Tiger taking a walloping. Marked vehicle providing the sight, so the Soviet tanks just blast through it with ease thanks to that vision. I needed to activate the anti-air mode on the Schwerpanzer headquarters. So, you know, if we forced the Su-85 into focus sight mode, maybe he could have outrun it. The marked vehicle just made that so easy for the Allies. And what a swing of momentum that ISU-152 just provided. 3 cav rifles showing their strength there. Toe to toe with the Sturmpires. Yanni, okay, rebuilding the Obers. Veyvan rebuilding his Sherman fleet. Some time fuse on the base here. Looks like the Allies have their sights set on destroying that truck, and that would open up the capture on this VP, which has been boxed out for so long. Axis though making a strong push here. We've got some artillery drop down by Meow Meow. Axis though, I think they should have the eyes on the prize. I don't know what Yanni's doing. Maybe light goes down if he just captured this point. 14 points left for the Allies. Wouldn't take much for them to just lose the game here. Guards go down there. Well done by the Fusiliers. Yeah, if Yanni just camped the center, they might have just closed out the match right there. Yeah, Sherman rolling in. Shrek squad gets in there. Dump that drop Shrek.
We're losing a capture point.
Easy stop on the capture there with that Sherman. Axis though still at around 250 VP, so they've got plenty of time to make their comeback. See that they are quite far behind in terms of army size. But, you know, got the double Raketans out. Oh boy. Okay, dodges away at the last second there. Close call. Double Obers though, that's trouble. Oh boy, the Katyusha goes down. It was on the front lines. The Fusiliers spotted. And he pays the price for trying to go for those close range caddy barrages. Finally, this time Romoth saw a close call, potential close call earlier. Meow Meow just like attack moved his Raketan forwards. I think he would have got it before, but yeah, there it goes. Good start there for the Axis to start mounting their comeback. Don't know what the Obers are doing there. Oh boy. And down they go. sort of not the kind of squad you want to be just standing around in front of tank fire. They're too expensive to reinforce that kind of behavior. He wants to start capping down here as well with the Schwer. And headquarters still down there, still going to lock that out. That means that the Axis can't drain too many VPs either. So far, this slightly risky HQ positioning has really worked out for Meow Meow. He's saved up enough for a Jagdtiger if that's what he wants to go for, to try and answer back the ISU and the Su-85. And yeah, there he goes. He's bringing it in. Jagdtiger on the field. Let's see if it can turn back the Soviets. Rebuild on the Katyusha. Is it fake smoke or real smoke? It's fake. Panther for Yanni, not hanging around for another King Tiger. Okay, here we go. Recon pass in from the Major. Oh, big Jagdtiger damage from the side there. Su-35 getting involved. Got the Panther down here as well, but Sticky Satchel going to slow that right down. Oh boy, Sticky Satchel on the Jagdtiger as well. I didn't see that one going through. Ooh, big damage. But the 152 coming in from the side as well. Jagdtiger holding its ground. Marked vehicle active on it. Aid forcing retreats. Overall, the Allies not able to get much going on the back of that. Generally, if you get engine crits going like that, you can follow up and actually finish one of those two tanks off, but not able to. And not able to set up the triple cap either. Coming in, but it looks like the Schwerpanzer headquarters kind of blocked a lot of that damage on the infantry, so didn't really do too much in the end. A mortar coming in now for Romoth. Rebuild on the mortar half track, by the way, from Favam, so he's up to 7 now, I think. With these units, just A moves them forward to something, I'm not sure, but 152 hitting like a truck. Rolling forwards now, double Raketen support for the Jagdtiger, the Panther getting in there as well. We need to fire up some flares from these Fusiliers. Okay, rifles go down to the Fusiliers. Big damage onto the Panther. It's nearly dead now. Jagdtiger slightly out of range, and the Sherman's coming from the north, finishing the job. Looked like it was going to be a very strong position there for the Axis, but oh boy, how quickly things have turned around for them. Oh boy, 152 is in some trouble. Got the flare up, and that provides just enough sight for him to finish off the ISU out the back. I was trying to go for repairs slightly too far forwards. He pays the price. That flare vision paying off huge there for Meow Meow. He's a little bit late getting the flares up, but once they were up, they had a huge impact. Still Yanni struggling, losing his Panther, losing a Volksgrenadier. So he's really holding the Axis back at the moment. Quick on the dodge, Meow Meow. Katyusha doesn't end up hitting too much. Truck itself getting a little bit low, but still guys can go over and repair that up next. Don't think it's under too much pressure. And it's a slow comeback here for the Allies. It's unable to set up the triple cap. Settling in for the long haul. Mortar half-tracks though, getting some major work done. Those mortar half-tracks, are they 240 health or 320 health? I'm not sure. The fact that they got half health from one Shrek means 240, so they would get one shot by the Jagdtiger. You have to be careful. Oh, uh-oh. Vavam. Bunch of infantry. Looks like it went down to a bundle grenade. And he loses 2 squads up there to the Obers. Triple Sherman's gearing up. Maybe looking for another attack on the JT. Here they come. They're rolling through. Looks like again they're not with the armor piercing equipped. So he's going to rely on trying to get onto the rear armor. Big damage coming in. Engine crit on one of these. Sherman's able to circle around though. They are much faster than the Jagdtiger. But they're struggling still to get on the rear armor. Pretty good maneuvering, but the Su-85 just coming through. So reliable with that damage of Vet 3. Oh, but slightly overcommits. Su-85 could be in some trouble here. 2 Sherman tanks do go down in the process, so again, it's a decent but not incredible trade. And briefly, Allies losing control of the north. They're draining out here 9 points. Oh, gets them neutralized. The Obers not able to force them away in time, and here comes a fresh squad for Vavam to finish the capture. Just looking for the center though as well. Conscripts is running around trying to hold on for as long as possible. We've got the combat engineers coming in as well next. Mortar half-tracks getting some pretty big damage and got some smoke out as well. Allies pulling out all the stops to hold on. They did briefly get the decap going down the south there as well. Maybe assisted by the smoke from Romus mortar. And a rebuild on the ISU from Romoth. Panzer IV for Meow Meow. It's going to have a tough time here. That Vet 3 Su-85 taking no prisoners at the moment. Very lucky break. The kitten misses one shot, but that could be the end of the Su-85. Will it miss a second? It does! Incredible luck there for Romoth. I can't believe that. 2 out of 3 Raketen shots at that range. That is horrible luck for Meow Meow. Romoth, blessed. They are in Jesus. Oof, a lot of casualties in the center though. Yanni losing 2 squads. The Fusiliers also dying for Meow Meow. So again, the Axis right down in the dumps. And this time they don't have the Jagdtiger waiting to counter the ISU. So it's going to be a tall task. Try and close out this match with 9 points remaining. I think maybe the Panzer IV might have been a slight mistake from Meow Meow, but you know, he just wanted to close out the game. 9 points, he probably thought it would be over by now. So, rather understandable. Su-85 try and finish the job, but not able to get there in time. Kim gets revealed by the double mortars. Shrek's trying to get some work done, but all of them missing. All bouncing, I think all just missing straight up. So yeah, ISU still full health. I suppose yeah, if they bounced it would have done a tiny bit of damage, right? We would have noticed that. Half-track's hitting hard, but the Axis making their way to the north. Has to delay the repairs. Double Raketen's heading up there. Double Raketans. Big damage. One Sherman extremely low. Obers don't quite complete the decapture and they have to get out of there. Ships coming in from the side though. Big damage on the ISU. It's backing away. Trying to go for the cap behind the smoke, but the Sternpires are down there to shut that down. And the Allies hang in there. Axis about to tick under 100 now. You can see the finish line in sight, the Allies. 9 points though, doesn't take much. In fact, if Yanni made that attack in the north slightly more well coordinated, brought the Raketans up before just charging in there with the Obers, maybe could have got a lot more damage done. Maybe knocked out one of those Sherman tanks. Oh. Before with a bit of a drive-by, but doesn't last long. There's still a lot of munitions away from the planes as well. Could be a path for the Axis to try and close out the match, but it's been throwing a lot of bundle grenades. And understandable, he's got a lot of wipes from those bundle grenades, but it's been costing him some unis. He's also rebuilding these Obers and having to rebuy those LMGs, very expensive. All infantry at the moment for Yanni. We're going to try save for another Panther. The game is running quite poorly. You can see the frame rate. It's starting to slow down here as we approach the hour mark. Okay, double Sherman up in the north, shutting down the Obers. The anti-tank guns again not in a good position for Yanni. Bringing all sorts of smoke. Bringing the planes right on the edge of the map. This could be devastating. A little bit very low, but they're still alive. The double Sherman's rolling through, hoping to finish the job. ISU splashing in, but looks like all of them are going to get away. The Obers having to give up. Panzer IV driving in through and knocks out the Katyusha. But another 76mm Sherman though, fresh one for Vavam, comes through. Stops the Panzer IV before it can take down any of the mortar half-tracks. Any more of the mortar half-tracks. Lost one of them. A lot of bleed there for Yanni. Wow. Very expensive to reinforce all of that. Yeah, really needs to get set up with the Raketans better before making his cap attempts. Maybe getting some mines down for Romoth. ISU feeling bold, pushing forwards, can fire off a mortar flare. Oh, I didn't notice this. The truck finally went down. Maybe all those time fuse barrages made their mark. Big push here from the Allies in the south into completely overwhelmed. Good crush action. The kitten trying to do its best, but just completely overwhelmed. Oh boy, that was devastation. Meow Meow just getting slaughtered right before he could field himself a Panther. Sherman goes down to a mine out the back. Another one goes down to the triple Raketans coming in here from the side. Allies though with the triple cab running, looking to close the show. They're well defended in the north. Got a Maxim covering the center as well. Axis gonna need a miracle to try and close this one out now. Too many losses there for Meow Meow. Oh, it's a lot of damage on the ISU. Oh, one more Shrek. Just had to penetrate. Oh no, the Jagdpanzer are finishing the job. Soldaten trying to go for the capture though, they get denied. There goes the Katyusha. The triple Raketans can't cap with the cav rifles there. The Allies going to be able to close this one out. Well, close game. Axis having a pretty strong mid-game. Maybe Vavan being a little bit passive as he's building up his quad Sherman fleet. He had a couple opportunities to snipe off Yanni's Jagdpanzer a lot earlier. Would have made the dive against the King Tiger later on a lot easier if he didn't have to contend with the Jagdpanzer as well, but ended up working out pretty well for the Allies in the late game. I think overall Yanni just letting the team down a bit. Suffering a few too many squad wipes. Especially on such expensive infantry, you know, almost constantly just building Ober after Ober. You know, if you're going for these desperation caps, might as well just get some cannon fodder like the Volksgrenadiers. That way you can also fire some Fausts on the Shermans. They have to respect you a bit more. Can understand, you know, you kind of do need 1 or 2 Obers to contend with the Cav rifles, but yeah, don't forget your Volksgrenadiers. They have their value. But yeah, would have been probably easier for the Allies to close this one out if that first ISU didn't go down. That really set them back a lot. Almost opened the door for the Axis to close this show, but not quite. Capitance from Yanni in the north, a little bit too weak. Meow Meow, he did his best, but not able to get it done. This King Tiger just died so fast, man. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.